Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. Hello, Holly.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Longhorns ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. He might want another play. Now here's Mack. Fires left. Makes a connection. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
It's a really nice-looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny, you know, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers. And then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years, and just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position and how they've really helped take this offense to the next level. Watching this guy reminds me a little bit of that.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll go play action with Mack. Scrambling away. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Mack from the gun on third down. He spins that thing down the middle. Fires complete on the crosser. And this defense was flailing as he went. His way and got down to the 26.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They'll move the wide receiver. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Russell buys a little extra time. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that third down.
And that's the problem, man. You want to heat this guy up. You want to bring some pressure, but you see the other side of that coin. You bring pressure, he sees it, he can run, get the first down. This defense, it's kind of a pick your poison. Too soft, too laid back, he runs it and takes off. Too much pressure, he can run it and run away from guys and take off. So, nice third down conversion by the quarterback.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw, it's Russell. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And he is corralled short of the line to gain. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on fourth down, and rolling the dice pays off. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On second and goal, he gets another chance. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. They tied a little extra time to come up with this third down play to open the period. Throwing Russell. Bears the pressure. Smashes through the tackle. He'll be stopped short. It'll be fourth down, and let's see what the decision is here.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure with this guy's...
And he's in! Touchdown, Bama!
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football. And they were able to possess it throughout the entire first quarter, and they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Using his legs and Smothers. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
They're going to go right back to him on first down.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Here's Manning to throw. Release to the back. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Still on his feet at the 45. He slides and gets the 1st down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. Looking for a man. It's Manning. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Fires to the big fella. Still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, you're trailing in the game. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
The Longhorns, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. Throwing Manning. Got the quick pass. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The run inside. It's Brown. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. The Tide will have to call their 1st timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. And the Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Play number 10 on this series. Arch is going to throw for it. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Scott. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Under fire. It's complete on the right side. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Keelan Russell steps to his left, out of the pocket. Makes the grab. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for second down.
And I like what the quarterback did to finish the run. He buys a little bit of time, scrambles out to his left, and as a right-handed quarterback, you really understand you got to square those shoulders while you're running, which can be difficult if you want to throw an accurate throw like he did right there.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Russell from the gun on third down. Escapes the pressure to his right. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Here's Arch to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking for a man. It's Manning. Fires to the right. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Manning lines up in the gun on third down. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. To throw, Manning. He lets it fly. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive?
Makes the grab down the left side. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Explosive plays are great, but you got to finish the deal. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Red pass, it's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And sometimes these QBs, man, you just want them to hang in the pocket maybe just a little bit longer. It's third down. I got a little bit I got to get, and I think he pulls the football down, tries to make a play with his feet, but the defense does their job and forces the fourth down.
Manning to throw for it on fourth. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on. And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This third down a little longer after that penalty. Wants to adjust the pattern. From the gun on third down, Keelan Russell. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. They'll run this play from the pistol. Using his legs, it's Smothers. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get to third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
Let's it fly. Got it. Touchdown, Longhorns. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
And right down the middle. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at... They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Russell. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Russell. Rifles it down the middle. Makes a deep grab. Just what they needed. Huge explosive play as he takes it to the 33.
And they're attacking the middle of the field. That's a big gain by the offense. And I know the big fella, I know it takes him a second to get going, but once he gets 8, 10, 12 yards downfield, those are big strides. And it's hard for people to keep up with them. Really nice job getting vertical. A nice play by the offense.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. To the ground to try to move the chains. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. Russell will throw for it on 4th. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wide receiver comes in motion. It'll be a gain of 6. That's up 2nd and 4.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Russell from the gun on 3rd down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And how about the aggressive play call? 3rd and 1, and you still throw the football, taking a shot, saying, I'm going to go make a big play. The defense was disciplined, get the quarterback on the ground. Nice job by the defense.
4th down, Russell. Fires to the end zone. Intercepted deep in his own end. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that's something you're always worried about. The first drive, it's a good play by the defense, but you're worried about your freshman settling in a tough environment on the road, the crowd going bananas. Palmer, he makes the early mistake, and I look forward to watching this kid. How does he respond to some early adversity?
Yeah, he hasn't played in a lot of environments like this throughout his career. There's no question. So this is obviously a major challenge. If I'm the head coach now, I'm pulling him aside and I'm saying, hey, listen, interceptions are going to happen. Let's get that one out of the way now. Let's learn from it. Let's move forward. But as a play caller, you got to help this young quarterback out. Now, you have to run the ball. You got to find him some easy completions to get his confidence back.
Manning. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. The Tide ready to roll on offense. What a huge play, what a huge mistake that was with that last interception. And now this offense has a chance late. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe of the 48. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. To the air, it's Russell. Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Now here's Russell. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The defense coming out to protect the lead, but this offense still has plenty of time, likely their final drive. Russell will throw for it on fourth. Makes a grab past the marker. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
So now it's second and long. Again, it's Russell. It's complete to the left. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
Nice play. And this running back showing you why he truly is a three-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking, but he can also catch the ball. When you get this guy the football in space in the perimeter of the field, he's got the wiggle and he's got the power to break tackles from the secondary. That's why this guy has an opportunity to play at the next level.
And the offense runs the football, and they get the first down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on fourth down once. Like, they're going to do it again. And that just puts so much pressure on a defense. Like, to play an extra snap over and over again is really, really difficult. This offense appears to be in an aggressive mode.
Sweet little juke, and he's going to wind up picking up 8.
And coaches love having options late in the football game. They put a nice drive together, and those 2 timeouts allowing them to stay balanced late in this game when they got to have points.
No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's third and goal. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Finds his big tight end. Could not make his way to the corner. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the fourth, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. He wants to change this route. Fourth down, Russell. Pass to the end zone, caught for a touchdown in the final seconds, and they're just a point away from tying it up.
And with that touchdown, you could hear a pin drop in the stadium. The home field crowd taken out of it right away. If they get the extra point, they tie it up. What a momentum-shifting touchdown by the offense.
Throwing Russell. It's incomplete. And the try for 2 and the attempt to take the lead does not work in the final seconds. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Lining up for the onside kick, just a few seconds to play, and they will need a miracle. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick. And, David, we win the game.
And, man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right. They put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.
How much fun was that? I mean, you just